it's been a blowout.
How we say?
Continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from
Yep, you gotta have. You see all the difference. They're gonna run past. They're gonna run past your guys.
You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
And you, all my responsibility is that running back. Now that running back comes out. You see that? Once you master this in practice mode, you will be able to defeat any guy, any person. Now, obviously, there's going to be adjustments and shit like that, but you're going to see a difference in your Madden game. When you start playing against certain people, you're not going to be worried about it because you know what you need to do.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down.
Good shit, good play. A good play.
Marshall, 30 yards.
And then you go down to special teams, and then you sub in your fastest cornerback, and then on one side, and you sub him in on the other side, so you're able to try to make a block. One great user, like one of my plays where I blocked the kick last season and took it in to return it to win the game. He liked one of my plays. Yeah, one great user. Yeah. The Madden tournament, MCS tournament host for EA Sports. Yeah. He's got a Twitch. He's on Twitch. So you download the Twitch app, then you'll be able to see some of his play and all of that stuff. But what you want is a custom playbook, so that way you put in what you want, you take out what you don't want, and set your audibles up.
To get this next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown.
Yeah, you gotta get into all of that because
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though.
you gotta set your audibles up, so that way you can be able to be able to how you say change your plays for different situations.
Play fake, Cousins. Incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
Yeah, so once you do that, you're gonna see a tremendous way that your people are playing.
Yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
Once you get your audibles up,
crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to
see, you can see all of this when you're looking at the middle of the field. When you keep your eyes in the middle of the field, you can see who's open and who's not open.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need
mostly the middle, a little bit to one side depending, but not as much. Not as much. Not as much. Not as much.
Cousins here going to change the play.
See, this when blitzes start coming in, you want to run a mesh.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
When you run a mesh, they're just running right across, and it messes up any kind of blitz, because if they come in, you're just throwing it right over their head. So that's why you gotta have it set up where you can't really tell. You just gotta use your instincts depending on what they do, but you know that just in case if it comes, you got a precautionary thing.
That's dropped underneath to the Wangu. And he gets it down to the 32. Another good completion on the drive.
Once you do that, that'll take them. They won't be able to do anything, because once they're running in, you just back up and just toss it to whoever's open. But you got to keep your eyes centered so you can see the whole field.
Cousins again. They'll check that down to the Wangu out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out.
Right.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Right.
Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to have it.
That's how you do that. And once you kind of have what you want, you just when you set up your plays, every formation that you set up should be multiples of 3. That way you don't have any empty boxes in your playbook. My playbook only, like when you select your plays, everything is multiples of 3. So that way every box has got, every row of plays has got, 3 plays in it. So you don't have no empty spots. Well, when I put to make my playbook together, everything is multiples of 3. So that way I got 3, 6, 9, or 12 plays in each set.
Again, it's Cousins.
Streak and the post. The post is wide open. See that? Streak your man and post. Now look at that play art. You see that guy was running for a post. It's going to show it in a second. They see there was a post. So instead of that guy running in, make him run a streak.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD.
And then
some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and
right.
they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditional is not.
So anytime you
about that score, they see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly.
So that's how you want to do it.
It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a
Tuesday. Tuesday evening, then I come back Thursday. Then Thursday evening, then I come back Saturday. You know, I'll be off for the weekend. Yeah, I'll be off for the weekend. You know what I mean?
The Panthers out there.
I like the evening time. You know what I mean? Like this evening, later this evening, take my load down there. Now see, I'm miking up the running back. Now he's in coverage, so you see how the running back was not running out. So then what did I do? I ran in coverage to cover the route.
And figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
Now my responsibility is that running back. Everybody else is manned up with speed.
On play action, Young.
You see that? Everything keeps you. You got to put speed out there. Once you do that, you'll be able to. You'll be whipping the young boys up.
They're gonna keep taking their shots until the clock's
the young boys gonna be like, all right, old man. They're gonna be like, all right, old man. What you got for me? And now I'm following my guy. I can see my line to where my guy is at. Now the only time you might have to switch around your cornerbacks to your safeties is if the guy's got slow 1 and 2 wide receivers, but let's say he's got a fast number 3 guy, a number 3 wide receiver, number 4 wide receiver, then that's got to be the responsibility of your safeties. But you already got speed. You already got speed on your safeties for this team, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you pick another team, that's something that you got to consider. Like, okay, this particular team that I'm playing, this guy has got fast guys, so therefore I have to move my guy around real quick. But you got to practice that real quick, because if you don't have it quick enough, he's going to start the game without you. So you got to be fast with that. Now, there's only 3 guys those 3 guys are going to absorb your whole O-line, and those outside guys are going to come in unblocked. You have to block a running back or a tight end to make that always work.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So that's how you got to do that. The 3 defensive tackles, the nose tackle goes on to the center. The outside defensive tackles get double teamed by your 2 outside your guards and your tackles on your O-line. So the running backs come in untouched.
Decision made for them. They've got
untouched.
It's 4th down.
Because they don't know who to get. It's been like this for like 4 or 5 years. This play's been, you know, see how they come in? See that? That's how you got to do it. How about you later?
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold,
class dismissed.
I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And it's something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Should have kept running for that one. It's the best blitz in Madden. I don't care what any YouTuber says. Madden Money Shot, I be trying to tell him about it. He think he got a better way. He doing a whole bunch of adjustments. All this ridiculous bullshit. You ain't got to do all of that. Look at that. This is faster than any of their blitzes. I'm just not home enough to put it to their ass like I was when I made top 100. Last Madden video, Madden 23 of last season, 2 weeks ago, I beat the #1 ranked player in the world, Mike Correa, also one of my boys, 60-28. That's what this blitz does to you. And then you gotta have speed coming off. You gotta have speed on your roster. D-God Class of Smiths. PS5.
Cause I just wanna eat nigga pie. Fuck, I want a piece of the pie. See, I eat niggas eye straight out the socket. Socket to my pocket. Pop versus big, I say both profits. Both coast profit. Both coast